Hi, I'm Allie Flowers. I'm one of the licensed clinical therapists here. Today we're going to share a little bit about apologies and why they're so important. It's one of those topics that always is a lot of interest to me because I think they're important in a relationship and we don't always give them the priority and significance that they really deserve. When we're hurt or damaged by a friend or loved one, our initial human response is to build up these walls to kind of protect ourselves. And in order for those friends or loved ones to be able to kind of break those barriers and those walls, there needs to be some sort of apology so that they understand that they can once again trust and open themselves up to you. And there's a lot of ways to do those apologies, both correctly and incorrectly. And so we're going to take some time and talk about some of the do's for an apology. Okay, so the 4 things that we want to keep in mind when we're giving an apology. The first is to just be very intentional. Be focused when you're talking to the person, looking in their eyes, and make sure you're not trying to multitask, whether that's on your phone or trying to do something else. Being focused and looking at the person directly automatically sends that message to that person that they're important, and apologizing is important as well. The second one is we really want to make sure we're reflecting and understanding why would this person have been hurt? Where would that injury have occurred or felt like for them? Try and understand from their perspective what might have hurt them, so that you know what you're apologizing for and can address that. The third is we need to accept responsibility for our own actions. And while we most likely did not intend to cause harm, we have to understand that at times that we do. And it's important to be able to say, I realize what I did hurt you and I'm sorry. You know, I often share with clients, like, even if it's just 1% that you could have shown up differently, claim that 1%, whether it's the way you spoke, the tone you spoke, the timing you used. Claim what you could have done differently and better. And then the last piece is offer repair. You know, let that person know that you're not wanting to see this reoccur. You're not wanting to cause this pain again. So whether it's you asking, how can I make this better for you? Or you sort of saying, I'm going to make sure that I do this and this so that this doesn't continue to happen. That sends that message that this is something that hopefully there won't need to be addressed again. So a really good apology could sound something like, hey, I'm really sorry that the words I used caused you a lot of harm. They weren't very thoughtful. I could have said them in a kinder, more loving way, and I get how they might have cut a little deep. Next time I'm going to make sure that I take a pause before we talk about these sensitive subjects and make sure that I'm being more thoughtful with the way I talk or the way I share with you. Including all 4 of those pieces can make sure that the person knows that they're important to you and that you're showing up as your best self.